Majestic Marie and Alora got the wrestling world right here, no need to go far. All girls podcast, bringing vibes so grand. Talking power bombs and peaches, we've got the upper hand. With a smile, positivity, and tales of the ring. From Eddie Kingston's moves to each title swing, we're here to cheer, laugh, and maybe even cry. Join us on this ride, let's kiss that heel goodbye. Peaches and power bombs, let's start the show, where legends come to dance and superstars glow. Listeners, come closer, hear the stories flow. With Majestic Marie and Alora, watch your fandom grow. Every episode's a celebration, moments that we hold. No storyline too big, no champion too bold. For the love of the sport, for each crowd's thunder, wrestling's in our hearts, ever full of wonder. Grow. Every episode's a celebration, moments that we hold. No storyline too big, no champion too bold. For the love of the sport, for each crowd's thunder, wrestling's in our hearts, ever full of wonder. So raise your signs high as we speak the truth of epic rivalries and glory of youth. From Eddie's grit to the diva's reign, in every bout there's joy amidst the pain. Oh, peaches and power bombs, let's start the show, where legends come to dance and superstars glow. Listeners, come closer, hear the stories flow. With Majestic Marie and Alora, watch your fandom grow. Watch your fandom grow.
Hey, everybody. Look at this. This is a beautiful, beautiful picture, everyone. This is Majestic Marie and Alora together again, finally, on Peaches and Power Bombs. It's been way too long. I can't tell you how happy I am right now to have my girl back.
I'm excited to pardon the music in the background. I'm actually at a hotel I used to work at. A friend of mine was like, yeah, you could come here and do a show if you need to and do some work. I was like, all right, cool. So here we are. And yeah, it feels good to be back.
Well, a lot has happened.
And it feels so good.
A lot has happened. We will try to talk as much as possible about what's going on in the land of professional wrestling, mostly WWE, because let's face it, I just did a 2-hour show with the guys earlier today. We talked all about AEW and Forbidden Door. That is Sunday. And really quick, Alora, what do you think of the Forbidden Door card? What do you think of current AEW, just real fast?
Well, I've been watching a little bit of AEW lately. I caught a little bit of y'all's show earlier. I agreed with a lot of points. I hate that my hubby Swerve might be out for a while, but that's okay. That's okay, as long as he gets better.
Yes.
But
well, your other husband, Kenny Omega, I'm guessing he's okay.
Who knows? We don't know. Like, I was like, you know what? He hasn't been on TV, I don't think. I do like the fact that they're trolling the Young Bucks every week. That's like one of my favorite things.
Yes.
Like, I look forward to that because it's like, how can you further embarrass the Bucks? It's amazing.
Yes.
But I'm enjoying the women, especially of course, Tony is just marvelous. You know,
Hmm.
she's. But I am enjoying the ladies. You know, and I'm enjoying the guys too. And of course, AEW is going to AEW, but
They always AEW, don't they?
oh yeah, for sure. But overall, yeah, I felt like Edge and Christian was a little anticlimactic. I
That's
still feel
because it
like,
happened too soon. They rushed it.
yeah, I felt like that. So I was just like, that could have went a lot better. But you know, I was like, well, it is what it is. I do like the fact that they're doing smaller arenas, and these smaller arenas have character to them. So
Yeah, they do.
I feel like that stands out a lot. They just did like a set in Chicago for like 4 shows or something like
Hmm.
that at one of their arenas, and that was really I was like, that was really neat, and the fact that they used it to their advantage, that helps too.
Yeah, yeah. Tony's little promos that she would do up in the like in a box and everything. It was so cool. It was so cool. How could it get any better than that anyway with that visual?
Right, right. But yeah, I love the Hangman's Champion again. It lit a
Yeah.
fire in him. I feel like it was a perfect pick me up for him. So I'm really glad for that. And still, I just wish the Death Riders would just be a thing of the past. But
Oh, I know. It's it's worn out its welcome maybe just a little bit, and they keep dangling Gabe Kidd in front of me like a carrot, and I'm like, ooh, Eddie Kingston's gonna come back anytime. No, Eddie Kingston's
it's
gonna
like
come back now.
it's like that Geico commercial with the fishing pole and the fish. You almost had it. You almost had it.
Yes,
Could have got
yes,
it.
every time, and I'm like, Forbidden Door, and he was announced, and I felt myself get excited. And I was like, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll have our formal introduction, and then we'll get into some comments.
All right, guys, you know how we do it here. We always have the Briscoe brothers get us all hyped up. So, without further ado, here they go.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way y'all could possibly be ready. You can say you're ready as many times as you want. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all boys ain't ready. There's no way, man. Talking about they anxious. You hear him, chick?
Hey,
somebody losing sleep.
They losing sleep, baby. Man, I've been getting the best sleep of my life.
I've been snoring, baby.
Snoring,
I've been snoring.
dreaming about this ass.
Oh, that doesn't get old.
Of course not. Of course not. We'll get into some comments, and give me 1 second here. Timothy says Mr. Iguana and Okada are still kings, and La Yeska is the goat. I love Mr. Iguana. Oh my god. I love him. I love him. Christine, hey girls, so glad to see you both. Or Laura, so great to see you. Yes, I'm glad to see everybody. Erica's in the house with us. Hey lady, how are you? Timothy, I want to know Laura's state. I'm not sure about the other guy, but I just said I love
Majestic is just the puppet.
Oh, that's the puppet. Okay, I didn't catch that. Sorry. Oh yeah, I love him. Love him. Love him. Sugar Shane is with us. It's awesome to have the dynamic duo back together. We love you too, Ray. Yes, Ray all day has been holding down the fort and been doing a great job. Great job. He's still waiting for Mr. Iguana and Jacob Fought too.
I'm waiting on it too. No matter how much I scream at my computer, it won't just do stuff for me without me actually clicking things. So.
All right. Hashtag truth host Scott Larson.
Hi,
Love to
Scott.
share. Let's go. I'm feeling the energy, Scott. I'm glad you feeling the same way. Let's see, Christine. Straight up wrestling show. HBT and Chris. He
By the way, we should do a guys. We should do a Raw watch along next week because Raw's on at 3 p.m. So I should be able to do it.
Yeah, I wish I could, but I can't.
Aw.
I know. Marie, haven't seen you in a minute. She's
I
been
know.
at a tailgate party.
A year and an hour and a half ago. That was forever.
How many puppets can be in the ring at once? Oh Lord, don't give them no ideas. Alora, while you were gone, I added more Queens list. Jamie, Mariah, Lyra, Tiffany, Jackie, Jasmine, Fallon, Henley. It's funny you mentioned that, Timothy. When I went to Evolution, I was talking with my nephew, and he said Fallon Henley was the side chick.
Oh, good.
He's 17 now, and you know how that is. Hormones are raging.
Yes.
When Stephanie Vaquera won the Battle Royal, he's like, "That's it. I'm proposing to her." I'm like, "No, you're not."
Oh, goodness. Well, speaking of hormones raging, Naomi has some hormones raging right now because she had a very big announcement on Monday Night Raw, and her and Jimmy Uso are expecting. Unfortunately, of course, that means that she had to relinquish, but you know what? There are some things that are more important than championships, and growing a loving family is way more important than that. So congratulations to her and Jimmy.
Yes, baby Uso is on the way. I think this is like the worst kept secret because, like, after they said she had an injury and it was going to be a long time, that was like my first guess. I said, I guarantee you she's pregnant because she's on the best run of her career. That would happen, and it's so fun. Like, and a lot of people are happy for Naomi, but you got these idiots online that are like, "Oh my God, she wrestled while she was pregnant." Hello.
She didn't know.
If you did, if you don't know, you don't know. Like,
right.
You know, I've never been pregnant, and so I mean, I can't really say otherwise. But most women, you know, it takes about 2 to 3 months before they notice any kind of symptoms. The baby isn't really. It isn't really a fetus yet in the stage she's in. She says she's 7 weeks pregnant. So, like, you know, that's a little under 2 months. You know, she's got a long way to go. Now, if she was 7 months pregnant, it'd be a different story. But,
right.
You know, but everything is fine. And, you know, I just wish them the best. I'm so happy for Jimmy. Oh, my God. Jimmy is cheesing like I don't know what.
I know, it's adorable.
It is. It really, really is. I'm so happy for them.
Well, Naomi is around our age, isn't she?
She's 37.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
and you never know at our age if we can anymore or not. So, you know,
Right.
that had to, you know, I just wish all the best for them.
Right. And she did open up about struggles with fertility and stuff on the first podcast with Stephanie. So it was really a shock to them. So, but you know, when God says it's time, it's time.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So it is definitely a blessing, and the bloodline continues.
Yep. Well,
cheers to that.
All right. We'll jump down to here. Shane says that someone needs to tell Jimmy to stay off of Netflix. LOL.
That was a good line. I was like, that's a good one.
Did you see the little video of his reactions while he was in Gorilla Waiting? It was so cute.
Oh my God.
It was a beautiful moment. And we still got some Harry and Christine.
Proceed with caution because there's a baby on board. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
So what do you see? Well, Stephanie Vaquer has to face somebody at the pay-per-view. So what do you expect to happen with the title now?
Okay, so My first thought, they're probably going to do a tournament.
Okay.
I don't, I don't think they should just throw somebody in there. Then they may, I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
my first thought was do a tournament
Right.
because obviously, you know, this was already set up at Evolution, and
Right.
so get a little tournament or whatever, and go from there. Or they might
Okay.
set up a match for a number one contender. They can, or number one contenders match, and you know they can do that as well. Is
So,
whatever they want to do.
if they did a tournament, would you just do a tournament to see who faces Stephanie, and
Well,
then
they would face Stephanie for the Stephanie, and the championship would be up for grabs because you know she's already earned her right to face off for it, so to speak.
right, right. So I was
So
just wondering if you just put her in the finals of the tournament, or if the tournament is to see who faces her.
perhaps, yeah, I see what you're saying. She could be like what they call what is it, like how AEW does it, like wild card or something. I don't know.
Mm,
But I think the best way to go about it is to determine who faces her, and the championship will be up for grabs.
yeah.
Um,
Harry is wilding in the comments over here.
oh Jesus,
Oh
yeah, don't get Harry started.
goodness.
Yeah, once you get him going, that's it.
Oh, I know. Well, speaking of Wilden, there is a lot of Wilden going on in the world title. It is kind of all over the place. My goodness, Seth Rollins with another swerve, I guess you would say, a swerve of the century. I don't know. He did the heist of the century before, and now he trolled everybody thinking that he had a legitimate injury.
That little cockroach, I could just jump him. Did you see what he wore Monday?
Oh gosh.
I don't know if that was a shower curtain from the 1990s or a piece of negligee that they would wear in the early 1990s. I have no idea what it was.
It was crazy. I thought he stole like his grandmother's nightgown and then made a suit out of it.
Yeah, possibly. I love the fact that when he was on ESPN, he said that he sat his daughter down and told her that they had a big secret, and he's like, we got to be really quiet about it now. Don't tell nobody. And the next day, she told her teacher everything. That was funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's like,
So
that's why you don't tell kids anything.
Rue's class knew before that Seth Rollins was going to. That's great.
Oh yeah, she told her teacher all the business. And meanwhile, he's showing up in the crutches and everything, and she done busted him.
Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, that's so great. Well, CM Punk was champion for a good, I don't know, minute or two, and then here comes Seth Rollins, throws off the crutches and everything, and runs down there and beats him, runs away with the title. And of course, LA Knight had a little problem with Seth Rollins too, because he was the last person to have beat him. But CM Punk stuck his nose into LA Knight's business, and he didn't appreciate that. And so we have this little
like
thing.
Jay's just the odd one out.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say. And then here is Jey Uso, random, I'm guessing just for the entrance. Because the last time that they were in France, he got a loud reaction. So I'm guessing that that's the only reason why he's in this match.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that too. So, yeah, I saw the clip of everything falling apart Monday, and yeah, after months of not knowing what the faction name is, the Vision was all they could come up with.
Right.
Kind of like I was thinking about another faction name, and I'm like, is that all y'all can come up with? God, who was it? Oh man, it was somebody.
I mean, I've heard worse than the Vision, but
Yeah,
it's not creative.
no, there's another one that I was thinking about, and I was like, of all names, this is what y'all come up with, really? I mean, geez. But I digress.
I mean, it's better than Pure Fusion Collective.
That is true.
I don't know, Christine. Maybe a battle royal. They could do another battle royal to see who faces Stephanie.
Yeah, they could. I wouldn't think it's necessary, but WWE is going to do WWE things, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just did that.
Timothy says, Alora, wanted to ask you a question. I've been telling people that SmackDown has the best tag team division right now, pro wrestling. What is your opinion?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tag division's on fire over there. I tell you what, they show up and show out every time they get time on TV. It don't matter who they are. I was actually at the SmackDown in Savannah when the Wyatt Six returned. Um, it was Street Profits and Fraxium, and they did fantastic. And everybody was getting involved, and people were just screaming and cheering like they were so excited. And then when the White Six came back, the whole roof blew off, literally. So
Yeah.
for months and months, people have been behind the tag division, and I haven't had a chance to watch. I've only watched like an eighth of SummerSlam. I haven't been able to watch all of it yet. I've only watched like an eighth of it. But I heard they stole the show there too.
Yeah, that was a really good. It was a really good match.
That TLC
the matches were
match
good.
they had at, on the SmackDown a few months ago. I would, in my 30 years of watching, without a shadow of a doubt, I think that was the best TLC match they ever had. It was that good. It was that good. So I'm just glad there's finally seeing the fruit of their labor, so to speak.
Yeah.
I know I mentioned this before, but people probably don't like the fact that Carmelo Hayes is with the Miz, but it gives both of them something to do, and it's TV time.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
I don't either. I enjoy it, and they call themselves Mellow Don't Miss. I think that's awesome. Like,
yeah.
I was like, look at there.
Yeah. No trouble, Christine. That was a good idea. They could easily do a battle royal. It would not be weird at all. And Shane wants to know, what is y'all's opinion about WWE moving to ESPN? I just get aggravated because that's just something else I have to learn how to do. Because I do have live TV and I have ESPN channels, so I'll be able to get the ESPN app thing for free. So that's not an issue for me, but I just have to learn how to do it, and I hate learning new things. So
I agree. There's so many. They have so many different shows on different platforms, and
it's annoying.
It really is.
I was really hoping that they would move their pay-per-views to Netflix after the Raw announcement.
I think I would have felt better if they were on Netflix versus ESPN, and just having everything in one entity. That's like your one-stop shop. But you're like asking people to spend extra money here, extra money there, extra money and this one. Some people don't have that, so like,
right,
that is annoying. Like, I enjoyed Peacock because Peacock has a ton of other things in addition to WWE stuff, but now y'all want to go here, there, everywhere, and I'm just like, okay, I can barely keep up as is.
Yes.
I understand the older folk now when they get annoyed at something new. Like,
Yes.
I
I
get it.
totally understand now.
I I get it. Oh God, that. Oh man, come on now.
Yeah. Um, Shane says I have ESPN, but you have to buy the unlimited ESPN app to see the PLEs. Well, if you have ESPN with your cable provider, you should be able to get the app for free and not have to pay the additional $30.
Right. Yeah, because that's the case with me. My mother um, has DirecTV and she has the ESPN channels. So we'll see.
No, Christine, Raw is not leaving Netflix anytime soon. They just started that not too like earlier this year, and they've got a couple years left on that deal, I'm sure. So they're not leaving Netflix anytime soon. Okay, well,
The one thing that annoys me is all the advertisement on stuff. Is that really necessary?
yes. Slim Jim on all the tables, and
Oh, God,
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I mean, it's kind of smart though because their thing is snap into a Slim Jim, and they're
Randy Savage was their spokesperson back in the 90s. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
you know.
Well, it is kind of everywhere though, and it gets annoying. Oh, and Dominic Mysterio on the Wingstop commercials is hilarious.
Oh, I haven't seen them yet.
Because
I saw
chicken tendies, so
I saw one. I saw a Wingstop video on TikTok yesterday. It was a baby, and she was eating French fries, and she's discovered French fries and ranch for the first time. I'm like, yes, yes,
Yep.
that's everything.
Yep. I had some today. I made sure I fit it into my calorie deficit. I was like, we are having French fries today. I need it. Oh goodness. Well, it's interesting over there. Um I'm going to ask you one thing before we move on. I didn't put it on here, but Roman Reigns, is he about to have a one-on-one match with Bronson Reed over his shoes?
I think so, but he said Monday, he's like, I fight for championships, son, not shoes. But well, why are you taking a man's shoes to begin with? Are you out of shoes? Do you need a pair of shoes? Just ask the guy. Like,
Well, I don't know for sure, but this is what I heard that on the streets, if you take someone's shoes, that's a sign of disrespect or something. So
like
I'm
a
guessing
bragging
they're
rights
playing
type
into
of thing.
yeah, I'm guessing they're playing into that. I don't know.
I
I'm
saw
not
that.
streets. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm the most street smart person you know, right?
Right.
So take it from me.
Mm. I said that man just stealing his shoes. I mean, he could afford them, but like, oh my god, they're gonna get heavy after a while. I mean, Roman has pretty big feet.
Yeah,
Literally, he really does.
yeah. And he's over there wearing them like Mercedes Monet and has them everywhere. So
I can't say nothing. I have different pairs of shoes from over the years.
yeah,
I do want Swerve shoes though. It's
yeah,
expensive, but I really want a pair of his shoes. I really
yeah.
do.
They look pretty cool. Christine agrees and says there's way too many commercials. And Timothy says, when will we do a watch along for SmackDown when it's not on a Friday night? And the shoe fall the shoe follow. Yes.
Yeah, and then calls himself the tribal thief.
Yes, it's funny. Very funny. Yes, they are Jordans. Because the tribal chief only wears the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, speaking of, go ahead.
Wasn't he going to design a shoe? And
I thought he was.
I thought he was too. I don't know.
I don't know. If he ever did, I would buy me a pair. I wouldn't care how much they were. Well, speaking of SmackDown, we're going to tread over there for a few minutes and talk about John Cena and Logan Paul. How do you feel about this?
I didn't know anything about it until I came on here.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
they're wrestling at Clash in Paris.
Oh, they are, okay.
Yes.
Well, it's different. I will say that. I know John Cena don't have many dates left.
No, he doesn't.
Your favorite person is probably going to interfere.
Maybe.
But I think this would be good. I think John's really put a lot into this. I still can't believe they just dropped the whole Rock and Travis Scott thing like it was nothing. They made such a big deal out of it, and then they just go ahead and do a face turn out of nowhere. That was something that annoyed me. Like I was like,
well, they couldn't they couldn't get any terms right with Travis Scott. I think there's heat between the two.
gotcha.
I don't think they appreciated that they potatoed Cody Rhodes and some other things. And The Rock, he wanted to do a certain thing, and they weren't on terms with him either. So they just dropped the whole Rock thing, and he just ended up not showing up at all, and it just made everything weird. John Cena, I think, did the best with what he had, with what he could.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't hate his heel run. I know a lot of people did.
I actually liked the defiance that he had. Like
Yeah.
it reminded me of back in 2006 when fans started turning on him.
Mhm.
I that defiant kind of John Cena. That's the type of person that John Cena really is. But in case anybody has forgotten, this is how I feel about Marie's favorite person returning.
How rude.
I saw that. I said, ugh.
This is me. Oh, goodness. Oh, it was great. It was great. Timothy says, yes, Roman designs his own shoes. I forgot the name of the shoe.
I think it was called Air Rings, but I've never seen it. HBT, the commercialization is way out of here. They're making big bucks off of it though, so business wise, you can't blame them. Yeah, it's always like a business decision when they do annoying little things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of kids have died over Jordans, especially in Detroit where they started that angle. That is true. Seeing movies and hearing things about that over the years. I bet you weren't.
Mm.
Let's see. The Cena and Truth segment a couple weeks ago on SmackDown. That was so funny.
Yeah, because R-Truth just dropped his whole serious thing. I'm Ron Killings. I'm not R-Truth anymore. Thing too, and he went just right back to being R-Truth, and I was like,
yeah, I thought they were doing like a split personality type of thing, but I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't know. But it's just been weird. The whole situation has been weird. John Cena and Logan Paul will have a good match though. Cody Rhodes and John Cena was a great match. It's probably the best match that John Cena has had in a long time.
I was very surprised that Cody won, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was very surprised that he won. And then after that whole thing and he shows up, I'm like, Jesus. So Brock Lesnar is going to be one of his final opponents, and I did hear that he did request for that match to happen. So Yeah, nothing
I
I
was
can do about
excited.
it. Obviously.
Well, we're going to talk about the women on the SmackDown roster. What are they doing with Tiffany Stratton? Like, they keep revisiting the same well over and over and over again. I am so tired of Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax, okay? Let's move
Yes.
on from that. Why?
It's like they don't know what to do with
I don't
Tiffany.
I don't think they do.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because they did have Nia on NXT. They kind of have a thing going with her and Lash. Matter of fact, her and Lash, I think it was last week on NXT, had a great match. They're
Interesting.
definitely building Lash up to be like their women's next big thing.
I know you're
Um,
not you're Lash's biggest fan, aren't you?
I'm a fan of her work. I will say that I do like her, but I do overall I like her. But I do get jealous because she's with Trick Willie. But again, nothing I can do about it. But yeah, her and Nia had a great match last week. They kind of have a little mini feud going on because Lash was the one that eliminated Nia in the Battle Royal at Evolution, which got a
Mm-hmm.
huge pop because not only nobody really likes Nia, but Lash is from Atlanta, so she got that hometown pop
Right.
too. Um, but yeah, they had a like a good little thing going on there. So yeah, I just when it comes to Tiffany, I don't think they know what to do. I think her and Trish could have been a whole lot better in terms of build up and stuff, but
Yes.
it was still a great match.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
And I want to say this right quick. Condolences to Trish Stratus. She posted on Instagram yesterday that her mother passed away last week from
Oh, that is
cancer.
so sad.
So, all the love and condolences to Trish for that. I had no idea. And I told Alex, I said, I almost cried at Evolution after the match because, everybody was saying, thank you, Trish. And it really felt like that might have been her last match. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but me, like, I'm really passionate about the women's wrestling and stuff. So, like, any little thing probably would have sent me off, right? But
Right, right. I wanted to go so bad. I almost got to, and then my dad got really sick and I had to go and
oh,
stay with him. So,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
You know, it was I tell you what, for it to be, you know, built in a short amount of time that it had, short amount of time for people to come, it filled up. Like they showed up. It was like they showed up and we showed out, or we showed up and they showed out. It was
Right.
like, but it both was the same way. That was the loudest crowd I have ever been a part of. I'm
Yeah.
talking, I've been to WrestleManias, I have been to PLEs, Raws, like Raws after WrestleMania, SmackDowns, good SmackDowns, and, memorable moments. That was the loudest crowd I have ever been a part of.
That's great. The women deserve to hear that too.
Every match was great. And when Naomi cashed in, that place exploded.
Yeah.
And Io and Rhea was tearing it up
Yeah.
as is. I was like, this is going on too long. I think we're going to get a cash in, and we sure did.
Mm.
And I called my bestie, and she was asleep. Why? I don't know. Like, she knew it was on. And I was like, proceed with caution. We are to She goes, ah. But yeah, it was very great for the women, but on back on the subject of Tiffany, yeah, that she needs somebody new to a formidable contender.
Right.
I noticed that they
She
have.
she beat Jade way too fast to me. I mean, it felt fast. I don't know if Jade can wrestle any longer than that one on one. It was short, but it was a good match, and they just
Mhm.
kind of I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Jade still has a lot of potential.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they're scared to pull the trigger on her. To me, I could be wrong, but yeah, like I can't think of anybody who might step up to Tiffany. I saw that Candice LeRae and BFAB kind of got a thing going on. I saw they put her back with the Street Profits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. They got Bailey like hearing voices in her head and stuff. So I don't know if she's about to do character switch or whatever.
She snapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So like when it comes to her, Tiffany is like, who can go up against her? Who could stop her? I don't want it to be Nia Jax. I think that'll be dumb.
Yeah.
Y'all
She
she
hasn't even been on SmackDown in a while, so
yeah, because she's been on NXT feuding with Lash. So that's why I'm just kind of like, all right, y'all, I have no idea. Let me hold on.
All right, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to go over some comments. Christine says Cena asked for him to come back. Yes. And Timothy says, don't hate on the Queen, Tiffany Stratton. We're not hating on Tiffany. We just want her to have a really good title contender. That's all. Lash and Nia Jax tore it up last week on NXT.
Julia would be a top contender, but they got the United States title on her right now.
Yes, and she's not doing anything with it either.
Mm-hmm.
I was very upset that she did not have a title match on Evolution, of all places.
Mm-hmm.
Why was she a champion, not on a women's pay-per-view? I mean, she was on there. She was in the Battle Royal, but she didn't have a title match.
I don't know, but I did notice that they particularly paid attention to the part where Selena eliminated her, but they didn't do anything with it afterwards. I mean, I feel like Selena should still be the United States champion. They should have, if they were that high on Julia, they should have went ahead and put her against Tiffany as a threat.
Right.
So
yeah, she's being treated way differently than Stephanie is on Raw. Prayers to Trish and her entire family. Yes, absolutely. Timothy says, ask Dark State and Wyatt 6 to be my bodyguard if I have to go downtown Atlanta. It's rough down there. Elvis says, hello, ladies. Now acknowledge me. Well, all right, we'll go ahead and play it just because Alora and I haven't been together in a long time, and we like any excuse to look at a picture of the tribal chief. So here we go.
You there, sitting at home, acknowledge
me. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I'm still stuck on Julia. That would probably. What if they go? See, they've been doing a lot of shifting lately. I'm starting to think my wheels are starting to turn.
Okay.
They're doing a lot of shifting from Raw to SmackDown and so forth. What if they shift Stephanie to SmackDown and she challenges Tiffany
for her title match?
I'm saying she's already a number one contender, but I'm saying like, would they even have her challenge for that championship or no?
I don't know. I mean, at the time, it was going to be her and Naomi for that title. But they could easily say, okay, well, Stephanie, this is vacated right now. How about we just move you over and you challenge that would work for me. I don't know if they
I
would do
think
that
so
or not.
too. I really think they could use somebody of that caliber over there right now.
Yeah, because there's no one.
Mm-mm. That's why I said you have Julia, but Julia is a United States champion. They got well, Chelsea would be a great contender too. Well, they got her going back and forth on NXT, so like I don't know what.
She's all over the place. She's on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So
Yeah, like yeah, Chelsea would be a great contender. I would be down with that, and but overall, I think that would be a really good strategic move too because nobody would see it coming. That would be a big pop. Everybody loves Stephanie, so like
mhm.
she. I feel like that could put the brand on notice pretty much.
Yeah. This is a long way off, but I'm gonna say that Chelsea Green needs to be the woman to win the Money in the Bank next year.
Yes, I 100% agree.
And watch her uh fail attempt to cash in.
Oh, did you see? I saw the clip of Unreal where they pitched for Chelsea to win the Rumble. Like she's number 30, and then there's two women in the ring, and they eliminate
28 and
each other.
29.
They
Yeah,
eliminate each other, and there's no one in the ring. And Chelsea comes out with number 30, automatically wins. I said that would have been gold. She'd been the perfect person to do that.
I would have rolled on the floor laughing if that happens.
Look, I would have been down with that because she would have pulled that off.
Gosh, she's so good. She is so good.
Yeah, and I could see her win the Money in the Bank and fail at the cashier. Oh gosh.
Well, we've been having a battle of the puppets on Tailgate Party for the past couple days because Ray thinks that if you have one puppet on the show, that's enough and you cannot introduce another one. So, how do you feel about Mr. Iguana, and do you think that it's okay to have a second puppet?
At the end of the day, wrestling's entertainment, and
Yeah.
I think in terms of like Mr. Iguana, I think it works. Kids love it.
Yes.
That's the main thing too. You want to entertain kids too. Um,
Yes.
I love him because he was funny. He was entertaining. You know, he could work in the ring. I was thoroughly entertained. That's what you want in an entertainer, and it works.
Yeah.
Like people love it. Kind of like when in AEW when Mercedes was feuding with Harley Cameron and she had the Mercedes puppet. That
Yeah.
was so funny. And I felt like they should have sold some, like, did it sell the Mercedes puppets. I thought that would have been a great idea, but of course they didn't capitalize on it. But WWE is going capitalizing on this Balor puppet and having the nerve to charge $100 for it. I wouldn't spend $100 on a puppet. I think you need to cut it down about 70%.
Yeah.
At least.
Now, I
But
do have to say that
that's a little too much.
I spent around that much money for a custom Eddie Kingston doll, but it was made specifically for me. So,
Stuff like that is different.
yeah, it was handmade too. That's another thing. Okay. By the way, this was not my idea. This was Alora's. So
Take it
I'm
up
not
with me,
trying
Aunt
to.
Marie.
I'm not trying to troll Ray here. This was her idea.
Yeah, if you do it excessively, you're like, yeah, you got
Yeah.
Cobra, and then you have Mr. Sacco. Mr. Sacco was like one of the OGs.
Yes.
So, like, yeah, every once in a while when they do something like that, I just think that just adds to the entertainment value, and it just it's a highlight. That's especially when they're entertaining and they're that good in the ring. You like, heck yeah, bring them out, give some, you know, people love it.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
it's been
never really hurt
entertaining for
nobody.
sure. And not only puppets, but we also have dolls with the Lily doll, and now she brought out the old Charlie doll too that she made when she was facing Charlotte, and they are the women's tag team champions. And I have to say that I didn't think that this was going to work, but it's worked. I love Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair together. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think this was a great idea. Um, you know, they knew it was a bad idea for Charlotte to go back for the championship, like singles championship, and nobody was having it. So why not tag her with somebody like an opposites attract thing and go that route? I think that was a great idea, and
Mhm.
I think that's been a resurgence for her because people are really back into Charlotte again, especially me. I look forward to this because I love the banter that they do. I love how they can't. It's like they annoy each other, but they're down for each other. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. And their TikTok videos are so funny. Have you seen their TikTok videos?
Yes, they're so funny.
Oh. Christine says I like those two together too. They are a hoot. They are. They are pretty fun. Are they still feuding with the Judgment Day? I can't remember. Or are they about to move on to something else?
They won at SummerSlam, which that was a good match.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I really don't know what their game plan is as far as that goes. Yeah, I still can't get over Judgment Day still around. It's just crazy.
I know. I know. It's become a it's the thing that won't die. I was gonna mention something else that's not on here and I can't remember. Oh yes. I don't have a tag for it, but I also want to get your take on like Becky Lynch with the Intercontinental Championship and her match with Lyra Valkyria that was way overproduced by the way. And there was some spots in it that did not make that Lyra showed her
Talking about a SummerSlam.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it, but
Okay. There was a
I haven't
point in
seen it,
time
but
when her hands were zip tied and they came apart. They came undone. And instead of
uh,
rolling with it,
mhm.
she went and tried to hide and put her hand. And you could tell that she put her hands back in and everything. And I'm like,
Mm,
girl, you should have just rolled with it. But
yeah,
I don't know.
sounds pretty novice. Yeah, I don't mind Becky being Intercontinental Champion. I think it's time for her to move on from Lyra, though.
Yeah, she's Lyra's not allowed to challenge Becky while she is champion.
Okay, so they done moved on from that.
Yeah, and Becky
Actually, I
just
can't.
had a match against Natalia.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hmm. And she attacked Maxine right after the match was over too.
Mm, sounds like they might go for that. You know, that was probably good for Maxine because Maxine's been working really hard. I've been
Hmm.
watching her TikTok videos too, and obviously she's learning from one of the best in Natty. So I'll be interested to see the work she has put in because I haven't seen her wrestle in a while. So that's a good opportunity for her. As far as Lyra goes, I can easily see her be in the finals for the women's championship.
Hmm.
now that I'm now that we're kind of back to that again. But with Bailey going through what she's going through, I could see that happening.
Hmm.
And I think Bailey's in need of a resurgence as well.
Yeah, yeah, she is.
So,
She is.
and then two, you have I did see that it looks like Asuka and Io and Kyrie are kind of got some dissension going on.
Yes. Yes, that's a good point. I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm. You know, I could see any one of them going to SmackDown and challenging Tiffany.
Well, Io.
Especially Asuka, because Asuka was the one. Asuka did lose the Queen in the Ring tournament to Jade.
Mhm.
So,
I still want to kind of want to see Io versus Asuka first
and
before
they
they
could
move away
do,
from each other.
yeah, and they could easily do a triple threat with the three of them, given their history and everything. I think that
Yeah.
would be a great idea. And
Mhm.
then go their separate ways. I could see that.
All right. So one of the things that is on here is the NXT and TNA partnership. So how have you felt about their partnership? Trick Williams is now the TNA World Champion, and JC Jade is the Knockouts Champion. Um, how do you feel about them joining forces like this?
Um, so I like the idea that it gives people like Joe Hendry exposure.
Yes.
Because obviously Joe Hendry is extremely over with just wrestling in general right now.
Yes.
Um, I I like the fact that they're working with different people,
Mm-hmm.
especially Santana. I did like the feud with Trick and Santana. That was like, I really think he's going to be the one to take TNA back, so to speak. I kind of
Yes.
like that.
That
That's going
that's going
on.
to happen in October. I have this feeling in my gut that that's going to happen in October.
Mm-hmm. I do. But yeah, I do like the fact that they're coming in and mingling and mixing up. What I don't like is that um, with the releases that they have, some of them have come to TNA, so it's basically like you're kind of working for the same people but on a lesser salary. I don't like that because Cedric Alexander and Jakara Jackson come to mind.
Well, I mean, TNA technically is not owned by WWE. They
Right,
just have
but
a partnership. So,
yeah, but they have people going in and out and whatnot. And it kind of, I was just like, okay, well, you already kind of let's talk about her name now is Mara Sade Jakar Jackson. So it kind of was like she was already involved in knockouts matches and stuff with Lash, and then you let her go, and now she's back, and she's still, it just kind of me. It didn't make sense, but
oh yeah,
it,
Timothy, I forgot that Becky and
oh
Nikki have been doing a
yeah,
back and forth too, and
that
that's
was
okay
great.
too.
Yes. Oh my god, that was great. Yeah, she's feuding with Nikki Bella too. I totally forgot about that. Ugh.
And I just want to say that I've always been a big fan of Mike Santana, but since he's been in TNA, he's just been a whole different animal, and
Mm-hmm.
I've loved everything that he has done over there. He's becoming a top 5 current favorite of mine. I love him to death. I cannot wait to see him win the TNA World Champion. I thought he was going to win I can't remember what it's called, but the TNA pay per view that just happened a couple weeks ago, I
Uh
actually
huh.
bought it, and I was like, "Yay! I'm gonna buy this so I can watch Santana win the TNA World Championship," and he loses, and I'm like,
No, no.
"Oh," but
Yeah. I love the fact that Trick has this huge ego, like he says Trick and A. I think that's funny.
that's funny. I'll admit
But
that.
I think they're really establishing Trick as a top guy. They're getting him ready for that.
I think so.
Because he's done had these segments with the Undertaker. He's constantly in the main event between Oba Femi and Javon Evans. Those guys, I can
Yeah.
see them in the main event picture in a few years.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, I definitely think before it's over and done with, I thought they were going to put him on the main roster this year, but they have other plans. He should, if he doesn't make it on the main roster by the end of the year, definitely Royal Rumble time.
Yeah.
I think it would be his time. Um, Especially, now he's done this stuff with TNA, worked with different people, especially, somebody of Undertaker's caliber.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually a good indication that
Yeah.
they're they're almost ready.
The Undertaker's not going to do that
Like,
just for anybody.
no,
You don't see the
exactly. So
Undertaker in the
like,
ring with Pretty
yeah,
Deadly. No offense to those guys, but
no, no, no offense to him, but yeah, no. Um, but yeah, but I there's a lot going on in TNA, or in TNA, but NXT. Fatal Influence has a lot of dissension going on because JC James got an ego.
mm-hmm.
Um, I'm trying to think. I don't like Dark State. I think that's a Timu Shield. We don't care about that.
I didn't like. I've only seen them once or
There's
twice, and I don't like them either.
you're not missing anything. I there's things that I like and there's things that I don't like. Jada Parker is one of my favorites, and I think that she could be the next women's champion. But I think the women's champion there. It's going to be between her and Lash Legend to be the next NXT champion.
Okay,
Because
that's
like
interesting.
Jada is very popular, and and of course Lash is rising up too. So and of course you got Jordan Grace, you got Blake Monroe. I mean, they're on fire right now. They're
Right.
doing some big stuff over there. So
Timothy says, "Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry." Sorry. Okay, last but not least, and it's getting late, so we're gonna talk about Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. This was the feud that came out of nowhere, literally, and I don't hate it. Drew McIntyre attacks Cody Rhodes, gives him a big Claymore kick, and Cody Rhodes is hurt, and Drew is saying, "It wasn't my fault. He made me do this. He attacked me first. It wasn't me."
I love the fact that he's doing that because he just I love how convincing and menacing he sounds. I was
Yeah.
watching the clip from that. I was like, "Oh, Drew, don't change."
Right. Right. Oh, it's been fun. Drew McIntyre, he's just a whole different animal. Than just a couple years ago, even when he was WWE champion, this is a totally different Drew McIntyre. I love it. I don't see him taking the title off of Cody. I don't see Cody Rhodes losing the title anytime soon. But this is still fun. And Drew McIntyre, he can't get hurt if he loses this match. So, this is just something fun to do.
Yeah, I think it can. I think this would be a good belt for both guys. No matter who wins or loses. We still have Brock Lesnar in the background. I'm not going to forget about that. So
Well, yeah, and
he can
who
very
knows?
well rear his head in. Yeah, he can very well rear his head in. But I'm glad they're going on and doing something with Cody and Drew and kind of adding something to it. So that works for me.
Yeah, and this makes sense to do this now too because they're overseas this weekend, and of course they're going to be in France and for their pay-per-view. So they needed to put Drew in there, and I'm not mad at it.
But my thing is, they always have Drew lose overseas. That's what gets me.
At least he's not going to be in Scotland this time.
That is true, and he'll sing at the end of the match to make himself feel better.
Oh, ouch. Well, maybe in their house shows, maybe they can have Drew McIntyre win a few matches.
By like DQ or whatever. I can see that.
Face Randy Orton and beat him a couple times.
For sure. That's right, Timothy. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Oh, I love her.
Well,
I did see the match with Randy and Jelly Roll and against Drew and Logan Paul. I thought
it wasn't bad.
No, Jelly did really good. You could tell Jelly was a rookie, but that's fine. I was surprised they lost. Usually when celebrities are in matches, they don't lose.
Right. I thought it was going to be the feel-good match of the night, and I was wrong.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it, and I thought it was fun. So I love the fact that now Randy's just enjoying himself. You could tell he's having fun. Like he's got nothing to prove. He's just down for whatever now, and you could see it in his face, in his work. Like he is just having fun, and I love it for him.
Well, I think that's going to do it for tonight for our show. But Alora, I have missed you so much on the show. I know everybody else has missed you too, and I'm so glad that we could do this. I don't know when you'll get to come on again, but I hope it's soon.
Yes, for sure. I've missed everybody too. Y'all know how to make a girl feel good. This definitely helps me out in a lot of ways that you don't know. With that being said, I said it on the tailgate party earlier today and yesterday, but I don't know if anybody caught it. I do have a big announcement at the end of the month. Around the first week of September. I'm not sure yet. I do have a big announcement, and I will be sharing that with y'all when the time comes. So, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And Ray and I will see y'all next week for Tailgate Party. And I will try to do something for WWE Clash in Paris pretty soon. So make sure that you guys stay in touch with the page to see what's going on. I'll have to do a better job of keeping everybody updated. Life gets in the way sometimes. And I sometimes have a hard time prioritizing everything. But I'm so happy that we were able to do this tonight, and you got to see a lot of me. Sorry, but I was glad to do it. And Alora, I missed you so much. And
I missed you too.
Oh.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a good night, and remember to stay peachy.
All right. Bye. Good night, sweet peach. It's time to go. Good night, sweet peach. It's the end of the show. We hate to leave, but we really can't stay. So good night, sweet peach. Good night.